Let's begin, shall we? Arthur, stop your dilly-dallying.
Coming, Lady Unterwald.
Thank you all for coming. You know me as the aging heiress of the Waldbahn Empire. But there comes a day for everyone when you know your time is up. I've long desired to leave my legacy in good hands, and after much deliberation...
It looks like we're approaching a tunnel, ma'am.
Ugh. I do hope it's one of mine.
Be quiet, you idiots! We don't have all day. Ahem! After much deliberation, it's my desire that the Unterwald estate be passed over in its entirety to...
Heavens above!
No!
Wait. It may just be a flesh wound.
You're telling us that's how it happened, Arthur?
This stinks, Bailey. It's got the unmistakable musk of guilt.
Careful, Lamont. We're dealing with a lawyer here.
Arthur Ackerman, attorney at law.
Listen, Arthur. You're accused of murdering your own client. What do you have to say for yourself?
My hands are clean. I didn't kill Lady Unterwald.
I've got bad news for you, kid. Just take a look at those clammy, murderous hands.
Clammy?
Those are textbook murder mittens. Worst case I've ever seen.
There you are, Mr. Ackerman.
Kid, are you blind? We're trying to create an atmosphere here.
Just thought I'd check if our guest needs anything.
Our suspect, Jimmy. And we're in the middle of an interview.
Oh, how exciting! I hope you land the job, Mr. Ackerman. I'm rooting for you. Perhaps I can get a coffee for our interviewee.
No.
Tea!
Get out, kid!
He seems nice.
That damn coffee boy's thrown off the whole vibe. It's not as simple as it looks, you know.
Remember the exercises, Lamont.
Exercises?
I am confident. I have value. He was about to crack. I could feel it.
I wasn't.
Stay there, Arthur.
Sure thing. I'll be right here when you get back. Looks like I'm chained to the desk. What do they take me for? A common criminal? There's a front-page story about Lady Unterwald. It's the end of the line. The Unterwald Empire came to a grisly end last night when the wealthy heiress was unexpectedly assassinated aboard her own train. 3 suspects are currently held in custody, awaiting questioning. There's nothing more reliable than print media. That's taken care of, but I still need to find a way out of here. It's a long way down. Perhaps that dumpster could break my fall. Drat. I think they're coming back.
Let's try this again, Arthur. The whole story from the top.
Well, it began, as all good stories do.
With a hard-boiled yet handsome detective.
An ambiguously European locale. It all started on the Royce Express. The night was still young. I felt like the world was my oyster. I hope those oysters don't come back to haunt me. This way for dining carriage, casino carriage, lounge area.
Is this the dark chiseled outline? Yes, I am a little stuck and I need some answers.
I've always been fascinated by these little trolleys.
Sir, you can order from the dining carriage if you're hungry.
Just browsing. I don't remember leaving my door open.
There, that should do it.
Hello?
Oh, Mr. Ackerman, I presume. I was just...
Breaking and entering?
On the contrary, I've been sent by our mutual benefactor, Lady Unterwald.
Lady Unterwald, of course. If you've come about the sink, it was like that when I got here.
Oh, there's no need to be humble, Mr. Ackerman. 'Tis I, Herman Merman. Acclaimed novelist, detective extraordinaire. Oh, surely you've read the stories of my cases.
I'm not a big reader of fiction. Sorry.
Well, there's a letter for you on the dresser.
And the suit?
Lady Unterwald believes a change of attire is in order. I'll give you some privacy. Until we meet again, Mr. Ackerman.
What an unusual encounter. I suppose I should read Lady Unterwald's letter. I wonder what Lady Unterwald has in store for me this time.
Dear Arthur, please report to me at your earliest convenience. I have further amendments to make to my estate before the big announcement tonight.
As you know, it's my desire for every passenger aboard the Royce Express to not only enjoy themselves, but to part with a tale worth telling. While the flashy suit provided can be seen as a symbolic gesture of excitement and adventure, it's also a very literal one. Get out of those drab clothes and have yourself a good time. That's an order. Yours sincerely, Lady Unterwald. So, I need to meet with Lady Unterwald in her quarters. Look out, world. Arthur A. Ackerman has some intense lawyering to do. The name's Arthur Ackerman. Pleased to meet you.
Hello. Stop butting in, Hagen. He was talking to me. No, he was clearly talking to me, Gunther.
Well, I guess I was talking to both of you?
Both of us? At once? Well, what is it?
Are you both waiting for something?
We're waiting to be seated because someone forgot to make a dinner reservation. I thought you were going to do it. And don't even think about cutting in line, Arthur. I have low blood sugar.
Don't worry, I already ate. Do you know where I can find Lady Unterwald?
She's just up ahead. Keep moving through the carriages, and you'll reach her eventually.
Thanks. Hey, aren't you the Gudrun twins?
That's us.
Of course, you're Lady Unterwald's nephews.
Auntie Unterwald put us in charge of the railway infrastructure. Tunnels and bridges, to be precise. Although one of those is clearly more important than the other. Indeed. Which do you prefer, Arthur?
I'm sorry?
What's more important? Tunnels or bridges?
What's your position on viaducts?
Well, those are bridge-like structures. I think that makes you a fellow bridge buff. No, that hardly counts. They're separate things. Don't try to complicate things, Arthur.
Sorry. You know, it's just so hard to pick a favorite.
Oh, come now. You have to answer.
Bridges. I often work around my problems.
Ah, so you're a fellow bridge buff. Ugh, of course you'd side with him. You spent half the infrastructure budget on those stupid tunnels, Gunther. And yet, they're still better than your bridges to nowhere, Hagen.
Looking forward to Lady Unterwald's speech?
Oh, yes. I believe Auntie Unterwald is to announce her successor. Mother says she'll surely keep the estate in the family. And who better to take over the reins than her most talented nephew? I couldn't agree more.
I should probably go.
Bye.
Mm-hmm. It's quite a sensitive matter. Excuse me, this is a private conversation.
Sorry. I think she's busy. I think she's... Hello?
Hello.
Arthur Ackerman, at your service.
Suzanne Goldschmidt. Can I help you, Arthur?
What brings you aboard the Royce Express?
Oh, I'm with the band.
You're in a band?
You're looking at the lead singer in Balboa Swing.
Whoa!
What about yourself?
I'm Lady Unterwald's estate attorney.
Ah, so you're a paper pusher.
It has its moments. Sometimes I get to use the rubber stamp. Any tips for having some fun around here?
There are some simple pleasures in life we can all follow. Eat, drink, sleep, fun.
Okay, I think I get it.
There's no need to be such a square, Arthur.
I take no issue with the square. Straight angles, all sides equal, perfectly reliable for a shape.
I guess I prefer to talk with people a little more rounded.
What's wrong with being a paper pusher?
Being a paper pusher isn't a bad thing, Arthur. We just move in different circles, that's all.
I have to go. There's an old lady waiting for me.
Really? Well, I'm not one to judge.
Hello?
The name's Denola, kid, but most people call me Don or Donnie. You get my gist? That's a nice suit. So what's your deal? You some sort of tycoon or something?
Well, not really. You see, there's this old lady who told me to put it on, and I...
Let me stop you there. I don't think I want to know more. Besides, you're killing my vibe with that sweet patootie over there, you dig? Hey, while you're here, you could do me a little favor. You take this note and give it to that dame behind me, will you?
What is it?
It's a proposal of sorts, requesting we both make tracks to my suite. You get my drift?
I don't like the sound of that. Why is it so damp?
I soaked it in perfume. You don't know squat about wooing a dame, do you?
Gross. It'll cost a fortune to get the smell of cheap perfume out of this jacket. I've been asked to give you this.
Is this from that twit that's been making eyes at me all evening? I'd sooner jump out of this carriage window than rendezvous with that rotten egg.
Well, it's scented, at least.
Well, it certainly stinks of desperation.
I'll...
A little birdie told me that Lady Unterwald plans to retire.
And how did you happen upon that little nugget of information, my sweet?
You know I can't reveal my sources, darling.
Hey there.
The name's Ron.
I'm Arthur Ackerman.
Can I help you, Arthur?
Do you know where I can find Lady Unterwald?
Who's that?
Lady Unterwald? Heiress to the Voldbahn Empire? She walks around with a cane. She's really old and eccentric.
Doesn't ring a bell.
You really don't know who Lady Unterwald is?
Doesn't ring a bell.
So, you heading anywhere exciting?
Just the bottom of this glass for now.
What kind of work are you in, Ron?
I'm an accountant. I'm in accounting.
Wow, talk about a dream job. I've always wanted to perform account analysis. What's that you're drinking?
It's a mimosa. A bottomless mimosa, if you must know.
A bottomless mimosa?
The bartender and I have a mutual understanding. I drink them, and he keeps them coming.
Tell me about the exciting world of accounting. I bet you get to review a lot of financial paperwork. Hot damn! I should be going. Evening, barkeep.
What'll it be?
How'd you learn those fancy tricks?
You're looking at 2 weeks of bartending school.
Oh, worth every penny.
My parents would disagree with you.
Have you seen Lady Unterwald around here?
Keep walking down the carriages. You can't miss her.
What's the most difficult part of being a bartender?
To be a great bartender, one must master the art of multitasking and recalling information quickly.
I thought it'd be all the broken glass you have to sweep up. Can I order a drink?
Sure. What did you have in mind?
I need a strong cup of coffee.
One steaming hot cup of coffee coming right up.
Oof, that's hot. I hope the suit isn't a rental.
Oh, are you nearly ready? I'm not getting any younger, dear.
Alas, you cannot rush perfection.
My apologies. Am I interrupting?
Not at all, Arthur. I'll be with you shortly. Pierre should take but a moment. Oh, tremendous! I see even Arthur made an appearance.
I capture every detail in the frame, madame, exactly as I see it.
Well, I do wish you'd take some creative liberties, dear. We don't want anyone thinking I've got this many wrinkles.
As you wish.
We can attempt another portrait during my speech, if you like. Arthur, I've just signed another amendment to my will. It's by the window.
Of course. I'll keep it safe in the briefcase for now.
You'll have to accept my apologies for all the cloak and dagger theatrics. I must confess, I'm a little nervous about the speech tonight.
Ma'am?
It's going to ruffle some feathers. But do you think any of them are cut out to take over the reins? Bickering sycophants, the lot of them. They're just waiting for me to kick the bucket, you know. Oh, it makes my blood boil just thinking about it. Would you be a dear and open the window? It's getting quite hot in here. I need some air. That's better. I feel myself again. You might just be the most useful person here, Arthur. It's good to know I can rely on you. Now it's time to gather the family. This old lady's got a speech to make.
Oh, no. Will, it's caught on the window. I might still have time to grab it.
Arthur, stop your dilly-dallying.
Coming, Lady Unterwald.
All right, chop chop. Let's begin, shall we?
Are you sure you haven't just misplaced your room keys, sir?
Misplaced? Must I remind you of who I am?
No, sir. You've been very clear.
'Tis I, Herman Merman! Surely you've read the stories of my cases. Herman Merman and the Murmuring German. Herman Merman and the Squirmin' Sherman.
Sorry, sir. Not a big reader.
What, not even Herman Merman and the Sermon of Vermin?
No, sir.
Good heavens! My point being, I don't misplace things. I solve cases.
That's excellent news, sir. I'm sure you'll have no problem with the case of the missing room keys.
Well, yes! You're quite right. I smell a rat, and I'm going to sniff them out if my name isn't Herman Merman! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for gathering here. There is a killer among us, but I assure you they've made a grave mistake.
They couldn't have accounted for the presence of a world-renowned detective. There's a detective aboard this train? Indeed there is. Well, where are they?
'Tis I, Herman Merman, detective extraordinaire.
And you have experience in solving murder cases, Mr. Merman?
I need not bore you with the details. Let's get straight down to business, shall we? Behold!
Good heavens!
Lady Unterwald's final moments were captured by the renowned speed painter, Pierre Brosse. It's clear that nobody approached Lady Unterwald directly.
That means the attack must have been made from a distance.
Mr. Ackerman, you were safekeeping Lady Unterwald's last will and testament.
That's right. I had to oversee some last-minute amendments to the will.
Are you suggesting this amended will could reveal a motive, Mr. Merman?
Indeed. I believe it to be the smoking gun that will unravel this entire mystery.
Bravo, Herman Merman! Bravo!
Hand me the will, Arthur. We should be able to wrap this up in no time at all.
I'm sure you have other evidence, though. Right?
Wait! You don't have the will? That was your only job!
I hope you weren't counting on it for your big reveal.
Well, I...
Herman Merman, are you all right? He's gone quite pale.
I may be hard of hearing, but it sounds like our detective is out of ideas.
Uh-oh.
Is that the sound of another tunnel?
No! That's when the killer strikes! Help! Somebody get me out of here!
Herman? Well then. What do we do now?
I need to find out who killed Lady Unterwald, or I could be the next one to vanish. I'll need to talk to the other passengers. Maybe they saw something. Lady Unterwald's quarters could hold some clues. Hello again.
Can I help you, Arthur?
I can't believe Lady Unterwald was killed.
Uh-huh. It's a tragedy, to be sure.
You still have no idea who she is, do you?
Not a clue.
I should be going.
Mm-hmm.
You delivered my proposal yet, kid?
Well,
Atta boy. You just watch and learn now. So, Dollface, how about it? I don't write love letters for every broad I see, you know. You should be grateful.
Oh, in that case, allow me to show you my gratitude.
You see, kid? It's that easy.
See you around, Arthur.
Unrequited love. Don dropped his keys in the commotion. I really should return them to him. Looks like Don booked the honeymoon suite, room 303. The luggage room. It's room 302. It's room 303. Oh, I guess he's not in here. Looks like Don's been practicing poetry. There's nothing in there I need. There are piles of wooden casino chips in these boxes. They've settled into quite a hypnotic pattern. Everything's just been thrown in here. Uh-oh. Someone's coming. I better find somewhere to hide, and fast.
That's enough, Tony. Not only are you drawing attention to yourself, you're about to bankrupt the damn company.
I didn't tell you to fritter away her fortune bet by bet. Between the two of us, I'm not the bad guy, you hear?
Lady Unterwald is dead. Don't you think they're going to start digging for a motive? I've hidden the accounts in her quarters for now, but it's only a matter of time before someone starts snooping.
I'll bet the old bat took one look at the numbers in that ledger of yours and the shock killed her.
Ah, so it's all my fault. I suppose in your mind, I bankrupted the company. I killed Lady Unterwald. Don't be so absurd. We're done here.
Oh, you're not done until I say so. I have a feeling the authorities would find this very compelling.
It's all my fault. I bankrupted the company. I killed Lady Unterwald. You've been recording?
When you're in my line of work, you need a little insurance, you know? Consider it an incentive to stay in line. Besides, I've got a new scheme in play. I'm telling you, Bergman, I won't lose this time.
You better be right.
It sounds like Bergman has fallen in with the wrong crowd. I should get my hands on that ledger in Lady Unterwald's quarters. It's room 304. Hello?
You'll have to speak up, dear. I'm a little hard of hearing, you see.
Sorry, I'm Arthur Ackerman.
Who's that?
It's me! I'm an attorney at law!
You're a terrible bore.
Are you doing this on purpose?
Who's to say? Now, what is it you want?
You're Arista Goodrun, aren't you?
Yes. Now, what of it? Do you make a habit of bothering people and asking them stupid questions?
Were you at all close to Lady Unterwald?
Of course. She even gave my boys cushy jobs in the family business. Have you met them? They're imbeciles.
What's that thing you're holding?
What's that? Oh, this? You've never seen an ear trumpet before?
I don't think so.
It's a hearing aid. It helps me to hear all of your inane questions.
Do those twins always argue with each other?
Their constant one-upmanship is incredibly tiresome. Only last week they tried to lay claim to a designer sports bag.
It, didn't go well?
Oh, they argued back and forth for hours, tugging at it viciously. You should have seen their faces when I told them it was a cheap fake. Of course, by then, the bag was in tatters.
I should get going.
Farewell.
Sorry, sir. The lounge and beyond are strictly off limits for now.
But there's a killer on the loose. I'm the only one who had access to Lady Unterwald's will. I could be next.
No exceptions.
Could you check Lady Unterwald's quarters on my behalf?
No. I can't step foot in there on account of my allergies.
Allergies?
Fragrance sensitivity, they call it. A room like that, filled with pungent perfume and all those fresh flowers, I'm not taking my chances.
What would happen if you sent off your allergies?
Oh, it's quite the sight to behold. I've been known to go beet red. That's when I need to seek immediate medical attention, of course.
Oh.
But I'd be fine.
You would?
Eventually.
I'm leaving now, but I'll be back. I need to find a way to convince that guard to leave his post. Looks like you have a secret admirer.
A secret admirer? Let me take a look at that. This is...
Explicit. I know.
And the scent. It's so awful. Wait, this note is perfumed?
I believe so. Are you all right?
Weren't you listening? I'm terribly allergic to fragrance.
You've gone beet red.
I have? I need to find a doctor right away. Don't go in there while I'm gone, Mr. Ackerman.
I wouldn't dream of it. This note is a potential biohazard. I wouldn't want it to fall into the wrong hands. Bergman said that he'd hidden the company accounts ledger somewhere in here. I should look around for clues. Bergman could have put that ledger in this drawer. The drawer is stuck. If I wedge something in the gap, I might be able to pry it open. This is the ledger that Bergman mentioned. I should ask him about those discrepancies. Who's there?
Nobody.
Herman?
Go away!
You're supposed to be helping to solve the case.
I assure you I'm working diligently to solve the case, but I can't become a part of the story. Not when everything points to me being another potential victim.
What are you doing in there?
There's a killer on the loose, Mr. Ackerman.
So, you're hiding.
Merely a tactical retreat. It's all part of the strategy. Lower their guard, wait for things to blow over, then I can strike when they least suspect it.
Suit yourself. I'll leave you to it.
Don't tell anyone you saw me.
I should confront Bergman about this ledger. Hello?
Ah, Ackerman, isn't it?
Arthur A. Ackerman, at your service.
I'm Caspar Bergman, the treasurer of the Lady Unterwald estate. Can you believe it, Arthur? What a messy state of affairs we've found ourselves in.
My feelings exactly.
Is there something I can help you with?
What do you think happened to Herman Merman?
I'm not sure. Perhaps he fled once he realized he'd painted a target on his back. Surely the killer would be working to address any threats, tie up any loose ends. You're looking like a particularly loose end, if you don't mind me saying.
Because I was handling Lady Unterwald's will and testament?
Precisely.
Who'd want to bring harm to Lady Unterwald?
Well, when you generate as much wealth, power, and influence as she did, you naturally create a few adversaries along the way, no?
Any guesses as to who the killer could be?
I'm sure there are many on board this train who felt spurned by Lady Unterwald, but I'm hoping to stay out of these proceedings where possible. I wouldn't want to make a target of myself with a killer on the loose.
What do you make of this ledger, Bergman?
Where did you get that?
I found it. Sealed away in the bottom of a locked drawer.
How peculiar. I've never seen that before in my life.
Oh, really? Then we should pass this to the authorities when they arrive.
No!
I'd bet if they were to audit this ledger, the numbers wouldn't add up.
Listen, Arthur. I'm in a bit of a bind here. Ashamed to say I've fallen in with a rather unscrupulous individual.
Are you talking about Donnie Donato?
I'm afraid so. They managed to exploit my weakness, don't you see? I'm a victim in all this, Arthur.
It's time to come clean. What's going on?
It's Donnie. He's concocted a scheme to cheat at the casino tables. We need to stop him, Arthur. I can't afford to lose more of the estate's money. I'll make this right as soon as he's no longer a threat, I assure you.
Tell me about Donnie's gambling scheme.
I believe he's using magnetism to alter the outcome of the roulette table. You have to stop him, Arthur.
Was Donnie trying to blackmail you?
He recorded the whole thing, Arthur. If I walk away from Donnie, he'll use those recordings against me.
Doesn't this give you a clear motive for killing Lady Unterwald?
No, I would never do such a thing. Donnie may be a bully, a swindler, and a cheat, but he's no killer.
Is the Unterwald estate in financial trouble?
The truth is, the coffers are almost empty, Arthur. I thought I could use Donnie's connections to replenish the funds. Rather foolish of me in retrospect.
I need to go now.
All right, Arthur.
Hello? This is where Donnie put his gambling scheme into motion. It couldn't hurt to look around. They've settled into quite a hypnotic pattern. Don must be using these fraudulent chips to cheat in the casino. Everything's just been thrown in here. Bergman said Don was scamming the casino using magnetism and fake chips. I'm sure Don won't mind if I borrow this. I should pick my moment.
Put it all on, red. Things are coming up green for Donnie. How about we put it all on black?
I should pick my moment. I should pick my moment.
Oh yeah, I won. All right, I won everything
pick my
on
moment.
red.
I should pick.
Bad luck, old chap.
I lost? How? Oh, wait right here, pal.
I should see where he goes. Looks like Don is heading this way. I'd better get out of the way again.
Damn thieving casino. I'm supposed to be stealing from them. Yeah, no matter. Still got plenty of chips left. It should be enough to get my winnings back. And then some.
A bit garish for my taste. But this is the honeymoon suite. The secret panel was right around here. Aha! Let's take a look. That's a lot of contraband. Yoink! That should be all of them. Let's try this one more time.
You know, you're starting to feel like bad luck, kid. Step away from the table, pronto. I ain't messing around no more. all on black.
Ah, never mind. At least you tried.
That's not possible. Excuse me. This damn watch must be on the fritz. At this rate, I'm gonna run out of chips. Wait a second. No, I've been robbed. Huh. So this is what it feels like. Okay, Don. The jig is up, and I owe a lot of money. No need to panic. I could jump off the next bend. Yeah, maybe cross at the border. Greetings, Mr. Donato.
Might we ask to have a friendly chat?
About your most recent gambling activities? Yeah, sure thing.
A most unscrupulous individual is gambling with counterfeit chips.
Fake chips? We suspect this individual has also taken a creative approach to magnetism.
An unsanctioned use of physical phenomena.
Magnetism?
The capacity to attract and repulse forces between objects.
I wouldn't know anything about that. Then allow my associate to demonstrate. All right, stop. Oh, not the face.
Ouch. I guess the house always wins.
Thanks for dealing with Don, Arthur. I know you didn't have to help me, considering the circumstances.
I still have a responsibility to the estate, and Don was gambling estate funds.
Oh, quite right. One last thing. I believe the doctor was looking to speak with you.
They were?
Indeed. I believe he's just about managed to pull himself together. You'll find him in Lady Unterwald's quarters, no doubt combing over her personal effects.
All right. I'll check up on him.
I'll be in the lounge if you need me.
Psst. We need to talk.
Hello?
Diana Osterhagen. Pleased to finally make your acquaintance.
Lovely to meet you, Miss Osterhagen. I'm Arthur Ackerman.
It's a terrible shock about Lady Unterwald. That wasn't part of the plan.
Plan?
Still, I was surprised at the low turnout for her announcement.
Oh, well, I'm afraid Lady Unterwald was estranged from her family.
I heard her personal lawyer kept writing them out of the inheritance.
Well...
Listen, we shouldn't talk here.
We shouldn't?
I'm all for exchanging pleasantries, but there's too many eyes on us.
There are?
Take this. Follow the instructions and meet me at the rendezvous. If we have business to discuss, we'll discuss it there.
A napkin? Is there something on my face? You said something about a plan?
Trust me, that napkin has everything you need.